Liftoff and the clock has started.
Go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting... Wait! Red light and bell! Yes, the film studio is now open. The cameras are rolling, the lights are on, the man with the clapperboard is going... Right, action!
But nobody's home.
But nobody's home in my head.
We tried knocking.
We tried.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Are you there?
Hello?
Hello. We're all here.
It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen, Friday!
Yay!
Are you all having a good fry-up? Did you have a nice fry-up, lovely Julia?
No. I had a nice Friday, though.
Friday, like any other day, is in the week, but not at the weekend.
No, not at the weekend.
No.
Just
What did you do today then, lovely Julia?
I went...
Really? That's very interesting. Thank you. And now,
that.
what? No, go on. Sorry. What did you have? What did you do at the weekend?
At the weekend?
No,
Not
I
today?
mean, well...
Because the weekend was a whole, 5 days ago.
Oh, I'm thinking, what did you do this weekend that's just coming? What did you do
what
then?
did I do this weekend that's just coming? Well,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Neither can I. But did you do anything today? It's a good day to do things.
It is a good day to do things. It was a beautiful day out there. The
Oh.
sun was shining.
Where were you then when the sun was shining? It was pissing down with rain.
I was on the beach.
Oh, that was me in the shower, sorry. Yes, no, I've got a shower. What are you talking about?
Golden showers, burr, burr, burr.
I'm sorry, golden showers? Did you actually say that out loud?
I did, live on air. Very disappointed in myself.
You're disappointed.
Oh, that's rich.
That is rich.
The rollicks that comes out of your gob.
Oh, the rollicks, they're all good.
The rollicks.
Um,
I
yes.
was on Lancing Beach today.
I was on Lancing Beach.
At Beach Green.
And Beach Green
Went
in
into-
Lancing.
Yes, I went into the Perch, which is a lovely little dining place, a cafe / dining place.
Yes.
And it welcomes dogs.
It welcomes dogs.
It welcomes dogs.
Well, that's not a nice thing to talk about yourself. I'm sure it welcomes people as well.
Yes, well, the reason I said that is because I had the lovely Bonnie H come and meet me.
Bonnie
and,
H?
And Joseph. And she brought the lovely Zorro as well, who I actually only discovered the other day isn't actually her dog. It might as well be.
Zorro-
She gets all the best bits
Wait a
of him.
minute. Wait. Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that,
that
news
was,
to
that was me putting the reins on the horses and them screeching to a stop.
Yes,
like,
I realise. Yes, very good. Do it again.
Thank you.
Okay, now.
Anyway.
So hang on, you're telling us that Bonnie H, my Bonnie lies over the ocean. Bonnie Prince Charlie, Zorro is not Bonnie's dog. All this time she's gone, I've got a dog called Bonnie.
Well, she does have a dog.
Not dog,
Called
Zorro.
Bonnie called Zorro.
She
Not
has-
actually technically her
Is it-
dog though.
is it
It's one of those borrow my doggies. There is it a company or
Borrow
is this
my
an app?
dog.
Yes, it's kind of like a dating app, kind of loosely, where dog owners
Let's get together.
go and register themselves.
You can picture it, can't you? A candlelit dinner. There they are, lovely candle. The waiter comes round. There's red roses on the thing. Bonnie's sitting there like this, and there's a dog opposite going. Yeah, I can see that. Keep going. This is intriguing.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, hang on. Here it comes.
Where's that badum-tish?
Oh, here it is. You want the badum tish?
Yes.
Oh, wait a
That's the
minute.
one.
I don't think people heard it. I have to do it
Oh,
like
wait, do it again.
this. There we go.
Right, now what was I trying to say?
You were saying that there's an app. There's like a dating
Oh, yes,
app.
Borrow My Doggy. So it's
Borrow
where-
my doggy. Is that what it's really called?
This is what it's called, Borrow My Doggy. And
That is-
so people with dogs register, and then people who don't have dogs that would like to borrow dogs then get
Go on to borrow my doggy.
Yeah, and they can borrow someone's doggy. And
Borrow
she's been
my-
borrowing his that doggy Zorro for a number of years that I can't actually remember.
Yes.
She's not actually watching this evening because I
It's-
think she's off out.
Oh,
But,
I don't blame her.
She
We
may
can talk
well
all
watch
about
it
it
in
then.
advance.
Borrow my. How can she watch it in advance? Can she ring
No.
up and tell us how it went?
You knew what I meant. though.
You mean later?
Yes.
Yes, I understand. Je comprends
In
pas.
not advance. In
Yes.
hindsight.
In
No,
hindsight.
in-
Yes. In afterwards. In catch up.
In thing. Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got there.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Never.
There we go.
Never.
John B seems to think that tonight's show is slightly more insane than normal. Of course it is. Yes, we've both been drinking fine cups of tea made by my own fairy hands. Oh, nice. Just a minute. I feel
Cheers.
like I'm on the edge of the frame here. There we go. That's better.
Damn it! I was trying to edge you out.
Yes, sorry. Hang on. Let me just do that a bit better.
That's a bit more.
There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the special show in which we turn the camera around. Oh, hang on. Where's she gone?
Nope.
The woman has escaped.
Yep.
She's escaped.
Off screen now. That's that. Done it. Done it.
sort that
No. Stuck.
My poor old tribe. Hello, look, there we are. They're ringing in. The complaints are coming. Dear sir, we're very upset that the quality of the show tonight. We wish that the show was far better. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, whoever it is who's just called in on the telling bone.
Oh, mate, I've got some spare lateral flow tests if you'd like to be a customer of mine.
Yes, how many of these, what stale ones did you say?
No, mate, no, they'll be lasting till 2023.
2023. Where do I have to go? Do I have to go up into the Surrey Hills and get them near... Oh, wait, let me think.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah, you probably
Bookham
will.
Tanno land?
Hey, if you want the show to be even more insane, I had a unique opportunity today,
Yes.
which I took advantage of. I had to go to the chemist and ask the pharmacist if she had anything to treat a fungus.
Oh, I say. Do you really want to tell you about that on the show? I've got this fungus, you see.
Don't look down like that when you say it.
It's like
gross.
it's like a yeast, and I've tried wet wipes, but it keep coming back.
So she asked me whereabouts on my body was it.
Yeah. Oh, God, here we go.
So I said as loudly as I could, "On my private parts!"
Oh, on my private parts, I like this yeast. Sorry, this is fungus on my private parts. He's with the whole queue going, well...
Yeah, turn around and look at everybody to see what their reaction is.
Yeah.
Oh, so I enjoyed that.
I'm surprised you
But
didn't
I
have your phone out, filming everyone.
Yeah.
Reaction. Send it into the Vobes Show.
Would you like a
Yay.
picture? Would you like a picture? Hold on. I've got this terrible fungus. It's like a sort of... what's that mushroom that's a toadstool with spots that you know the name of and I don't?
Fly agaric.
Fly agaric. It's like a fly agaric. It's got sort of spotty dick type effect. So, did you get the fungus? I mean, did you get the ointment?
Oh, I got some ointment, yeah. I just thought it was a Monty Python moment, you know.
Have you dabbed it on? That's what we want to know.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Sitting there with some infestation going on, things buzzing about, flies everywhere.
Do you get this very often? And I said, well, in Texas I did, because it's so flipping hot.
Yeah. Because today was a sunny day, and you probably not experienced the sun since you came back from Texas.
No, and I was wearing my new long johns, which I ordered because you look so sexy the other day.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm so pleased. You know, I had a complaint about that.
Ridiculous.
Did you?
No,
Well, a complaint. Somebody said, well, if you're very serious about keeping warm, you should wear a hat. And I thought, wait, I want to keep my legs warm. How does a hat do that? It's very confusing.
That lovely line from the old Goon Show on the radio. You need leg lag, lad.
You need leg lag, lad.
Yeah, that was one of Major Bloodknock's.
Oh, right.
saying
You need
it's,
leg lag, lad. Yeah.
Little Jim or whatever his name was. You need leg lag, lad.
Yes, that's what I need. It
But,
comes
yeah, I couldn't. I've got the legs of a fashion model, and I couldn't pull the blooming things up. They were so skinny.
Oh, aren't you the lucky one having legs like a fashion model?
Yeah, yeah. I think the problem was my wonderful childbirthing hips were an obstacle.
Yes, I see. I think there's something happening to you, that you're going through the change, I think, at the moment, which is why you can get this yeasty fungus growing that you need the special ointment for.
Yes, and I haven't been anywhere near a hot tub.
Have you not? Well, it's just as well. We don't want to pass anything round.
But, I mean, I anyway had a much better day than some gentleman I'm aware of. There was poor Mr. Djokovic being bounced about like a ping pong ball, which is completely the wrong sport for him.
Yes,
I think he's back in detention again.
Is he back? Has he not been ejected? Because when I heard this morning, it was like he had 2 hours to pack his bags and get out of Australia.
Well, he appealed naturally.
And did he appeal?
Yeah.
Good day, there, Djokovic.
appealed.
I've got some bad news for you. Call that a
He's
night.
still not coming in.
You're still not coming. You can appeal as much as you like.
Bing, bong.
That was, by the way, a
So
terrible
I don't know whether
German accent.
And then of course there was Boris having to grovel again.
Oh my! More parties, more
Grovel,
parties.
grovel.
More parties.
How many parties? And there's excuse me, Your Majesty. My husband, deceased, and I are not terribly amused. You partying the very night before my dear husband, deceased's funeral. And you can imagine poor old Queenie and the government having to go, really sorry, Ma'am, we've really mucked it up big time this time. There's been a party, and it was just... And then, of course, all the papers and everything was showing that one picture of the Queen sitting in the pews, looking all on her own, as crumpled... I mean, it's the most awful picture of the Queen, looking so sad and on her own, crumpled up, little old lady, bless her, going...
Obeying the rules, yes.
Obeying... That's the whole point, was she was obeying the rules. She had a complete frogman's outfit on and one of those brass deep-sea diver hats on, making sure nobody got any royal breath.
Bless her.
I don't understand how with the Whitehall staff going to so many parties, I mean, there's like about a dozen that we know of, and yet they weren't wiped out by COVID.
Well, it does
that
beg
work?
that question, doesn't it? It does beg the question that clearly, if you're a member of government, the virus cannot get you.
You're immortal.
You are immortal.
Civil
As simple as
service
that.
as well,
Yeah.
Civil service as well, yes. The general, director of the COVID response force in Whitehall admitted today that she had a drinks party when she left.
Well, this is
Whitehall's the same. It's all these government people, whether they be politicians or civil servants. The rules are not for them.
It's interesting I heard that there's something going to be announced on Sunday. There's the chance of another bit of revelation coming out on Sunday. Who knows? Mark Burgess says that he saw a Boris protest earlier. Students wearing Boris masks and wigs, partying outside Downing Street.
Well, why not?
Well, this is it. Funny enough, I walked down into the town today and there was a protest going on. I had no idea what it was. They were outside the town hall. There was about 30 people and some sort of weird band playing some strange music, and there was a couple of policemen. I crossed over the road to the policeman, and one was a policewoman actually, and I spoke to them in a very nice. I was wearing my tweed jacket and looked terribly English and terribly outright. I said, what's going on here? I'm so shy. There's no blocking the road and all that protest. And he said they were protesting the bill. Apparently, the bill to stop protesting is going through Parliament, whatever it is.
Oh, some bill which can give you huge sentences, but we had another three of the Extinction Rebellion people who were on
released,
trial for
weren't they?
Holding up a train.
Oh, I'd love to see them do that, sticking themselves to the rails. That would be great, wouldn't it? And the train just going.
Yeah, and just like the four people in Bristol, the jury found them not guilty. So.
That's a bit bizarre, isn't it? I would glue them, definitely glue them to the train, or why don't they just stick them on the edge of Beachy Head or something? One of the crumbliest bits. Crumbliest chocolate never tasted, and let them just sort of slowly go over the edge.
And then the other guy who had a bad day was the good old Duke of York, who woke up to find that he didn't have
thrown out.
Did you see that Princeton anymore?
Yes. Did you see that? There was a headline. I can't remember which paper it was, but it was brilliant. Thrown, spelt as in the throne you sit on. Thrown out. I thought it was just brilliant. Thrown out.
I mean, he's supposed to have 10,000 men to march up the hill and down again, isn't he?
Yes.
The Duke of York, and he's got none now.
He's got none now. Well, he's lost it all, isn't it? And somebody else who was in the regiment that he is the colonel of said, thank God he's gone, because it means every time we have a parade or anything like that, we can now get somebody else who can actually turn up, because he's not been able to do any active service, because obviously he's...
Can the Queen continue to pay him for carrying out royal duties when he isn't? Well, because that was his income. That was £320,000 a year salary.
Gosh, I mean, I would, I could put myself up as an Andrew substitute, as long as I don't have to meddle about with other women who want to fiddle around and make accusations which may or may not be true. We don't know, of course, but he's going to have to clear his name one way or another.
No, he can't now, because he's completely dug a hole for himself. If I'd been his lawyer, I'd have said, number one, you didn't know that Virginia Roberts had been trafficked, so that's not your crime. Number two, she was 16, and that's legal in this country, so you're not guilty of anything there either.
Oh, you should have been his lawyer. You would have been a very rich man.
Is that really the age of consent in America?
Oh, in America, you... it is older, and the gentleman has to be less than a certain number of years older than you.
Yeah, but they were supposedly in this country, weren't they?
Was it in this country it happened?
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, well, there we are. So you missed a great career there, earning a ton of cash.
I know, he's just dug a huge hole for himself by denying it all.
Maybe he could work for JCB.
Ah.
I mean, they like digging holes.
It's even more stupid to contest it, because that means the royal family can be drawn in. What did you know and when did you know it? Under oath, please. Thank you very much.
My husband and I, deceased, my husband, that is not I, didn't know a thing. Off with his head.
Anyway, we better let you go and continue with your negotiations with the royal family. It's been very nice to have the royal correspondent there, giving us plenty of advice, Mr. Sandell from the Surrey Hills.
Yes, I'll be talking to Andrew later.
Oh, marvellous.
Have a good night. Have a good shower.
Yeah, take care, matey.
Bye, then.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. There we are. Oh, there we are. Oh, get those headphones off my head. This gas fire is it's making me want to pass out. Anyway, lovely to have Alan Sandell there on the phone, which was fantastic. Now, let me tell you, we have 4 videos.
Not going to let you tell us.
Oh, please.
Too late, you've already told us. Go on then.
We have 4 videos. And the first video, ladies and gentlemen, is me. I felt compelled today, as it was such a lovely day, such a mild day in January, to come down to the seafront. And stupidly, I didn't bring a proper camera, so I'm recording this on my phone. And I'm down here by the pier. And I hope you can hear the sea. It's so placid. It's so, what they say is a mill pond, isn't it? And that's what it's like. And I'm sitting on these rocks here. The new form of, not windbreak, sea break, I suppose. Breakwater, instead of the old oak timbers that used to be down here. And it is very pleasant, I have to say. I had a cheque to put into the bank, and I thought, do you know, I'm going to take a little bit of time for me. It's that business of being aware that you're alive, the importance of being, as I have now learnt that phrase. The importance of being. There's not a cloud. There's a little wisp above Brighton. It's absolutely gorgeous. I may even wander up to Badger Books and buy a book and come back and just sit in the sunshine here. It is just so beautiful. And of course, vitamin D, free from the sun, in such a mild condition. If this is global warming, and I don't think it is, but if it is, I appreciate it. Yes, there we go. A little bit of me on the beach, sunning myself, as is my want. I had a bit of a good morning, and I did go down to Badger Books, and I did buy a couple of books, and I did sit down there, and I had a lovely read. You had a nice time, didn't you? Apparently you spoke to one of our viewers. Yes,
well, I was actually down at the Perch to meet up with some of my other friends to start with, which I nearly double booked myself with Bonnie and with them, but fortunately there was a bit of a gap. So yeah, then Bonnie came down and met me at the beach. Near
with
the
Zorro?
With Zorro the dog. And Joseph and Zorro got on like a... Well,
house on fire?
Yeah.
They shouldn't play
Except
with matches,
better.
should they?
Yeah. Poor Zorro did have a few stones thrown at him.
Yeah, but dogs
me.
like a few, they like running after things, don't they?
Yeah.
Policemen and postmen.
Not ideal, but no, they did get on very well apart from that.
I was very much trying to hide from Ron Langley today because I knew that he was going to be in Worthing. I just saw the thing. He says, "I was in Worthing today." Yes, we desperately tried to hide.
I noticed your post on the Bold Explorer group, though, Ron. Or was it in the group?
Did he? It was a nice group post.
Yes.
Yes. Ernie says the contrast between the top of Richard's head and the blue sky is amazing. Yes, that would be a great painting and photo. Yes, I'm absolutely convinced you're completely right. Never say anything negative to good old Ernie. Julia is very well spoken, could easily perform royal duties, to be fair. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I said. Anyway, it's time for another video, ladies and gentlemen. 20
Before
minutes
you
past.
do that, can I just quickly, sorry.
Yeah, no,
I apologise to
yes,
Mark
please.
Burgess because I was scrolling through the comments on my phone and I accidentally hid you from the channel very briefly, but I have unhidden you straight away.
We can see you now.
Hopefully you are able to comment and are still with us. Anyway,
Yes.
so sorry about that, Mark.
No, that's quite all right. So, you met Zorro. I think we should go to another man who's got a dog called Zorro.
Oh, yeah.
And his name is... Hang on.
His name is Hang On?
Yes.
We've got a phone
Hang
call.
on, we've got a phone call. Sorry
That's
about
a strange
that.
name.
Monsieur Lenoris. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, person who's ringing up on the telephone. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Richard Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm very well. It's very good of you to call in. What are you up to?
Nothing much really. Thought I'd just call in and see how you and Busy are and how the show's going.
Yeah, well, you're watching. So, how is the show going from your point of view?
Good as always, Richard. So You got no problem.
It's what? Sorry, I missed that.
Very good as always.
Oh, excellent, excellent. If you just remind me where you're based.
Henfield in West Sussex.
Oh yes, lovely part of the world. Did you get out today, or are you just working or doing other things?
Go to the medical centre for my year review today.
Oh, how did that go?
Not too bad. I've lost a bit of weight. With all that walking I did last month.
Oh yeah.
Sepsis Plus I did. A 60-mile challenge. I walked 65 miles. So yeah.
So you did 5 miles more than you were supposed to.
Wow, yeah. I
You can charge for that, you know.
Yeah, I know.
35p a mile it used to be. I don't know what it is now. Oh no, that was driving. I thought that was...
It's for a good charity, and yeah, because my friend's mum died of it 2 years ago.
Oh. Well, it's good of you to be helping to raise money for it.
Yeah, I raised a lot. Yeah, £80. So, yeah.
Oh, excellent. There we go. You've probably saved somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, got some more nurses. So, yeah.
Exactly. And now, what have you got planned for the weekend?
I may go tomorrow. I may head to Worthing tomorrow.
Oh, Worthing. Now, I've heard of Worthing. There was a bloke on the beach this morning.
Yeah, I'd avoid it like the plague.
Yeah. Because Ron Langley's been there, and I tell you, the stench now is dreadful, absolutely dreadful. I mean, we're all holding our noses like this. Because Ron was there marching up and down, whistling and being happy and enjoying himself. And I mean, I had to sort of bury my head in the sand. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
We do like
walk
Ron,
out
though.
a few miles to find the sand. Though.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you do have to walk out a fair bit in the sea to find the sand. Go, there it is. Look, no, don't all crowd me. You can't all have it at the same time.
I don't mind Worthing. Right, it just takes me a while to get there because I'm from Henfield. It takes me about 2 or 3 buses to get there.
Yeah, on a bus it must be. What do you do then? How do you get down to Henfield on a bus? I mean, from Henfield down to Worthing. Where do you go?
You can go different ways, really. You can get the bus to Brighton, and then you can get the 700 to Worthing. You can go that way.
Oh, okay. And how long does that take?
About an hour and a half.
My goodness, that's. I mean, because it's what? It's about 20 minutes from here.
20 minutes, yeah.
By car, by van. Yeah. By van, it's 15. You just bash everybody out the way. Put your bull bars on. Get out of the way. I've got a big black van. Get out of it. Of course, I'm a very respectable driver, as you can absolutely imagine.
I can imagine you are.
Definitely in your van.
Yeah, definitely in my van. In my other car, oh well, it was a bit sneaky.
Yeah, a bit touch and go.
It was touch and go, but that was silly because I had the Bald Explorer written on the back, and golly, the poor old police, they kept getting, "Hey, Bald Explorer, driving too fast again." Yeah, we know about that. Thank you. Yeah, here's a license to drive fast. Here's the Bald Explorer. He's got to make a video by the next day.
Yeah.
Perfect sense.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sean James Cameron says only takes 1 hour and 30 minutes from London by train to get to Worthing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Conor McLeod saying who's in Worthing? The Doctor Who. He is often in Worthing, isn't he? In fact, he's in Rye. I met Tom Baker in Rye once.
Fantastic.
And he was very interested in what I was doing a bit of filming and what have you. But so I can't remember what you said. You're going to come to Worthing at the weekend?
May come tomorrow, yeah.
What will you do? Go shopping? There's got some nice shops in there.
I may walk along the seafront for a bit as well.
That's just what I did today. In fact, what you should do is go to Badger Books, lovely bookshop. Badger Books, I think it's at the bottom of Gratwick Road. And they've got some lovely second-hand books. You can immerse yourself there and come out sort of, I don't know, £55 a lot lighter. Talk about losing weight, because you just see the books and you go, oh, I must have that. Oh, yeah, I've got to have that one. Oh, yeah, and then you look at them when you get home and you go, why did I buy all these books? I'm never going to read them. But they need the money, they need the support. Yeah. There we go. Anyway, we better move on. But Daniel, thank you so much for ringing in.
No problem.
It's lovely to hear your voice.
Thank you, Julia. Very much.
And hopefully we'll be able to meet up again.
Oh, on another walk, yes. Yeah, that would be good. We don't know when that we're going to start. I think about March, probably.
Yeah.
March is good, because that's when you can go marching.
Marching, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Righto, it's time for another video. Thank you very much, Daniel. You look after yourself.
See you, Richard.
And good.
Take care, lovely.
Good to hear from you. Tutty bye.
you. Bye for now.
Bye. There we go. That's good old Daniel there, ringing from Enfield. I meant to ask him if there's a little house called the Cat House or something. I don't think it's called the Pussy House. That would be a different type of house. Yeah. Anyway, Andrew Norris has been out on a walk, as you know, in Dorset. I didn't realise there were 3 parts to this because we saw him go. He got to the box, he read the book, but there is more, ladies and gentlemen. 460 other different parts. But this is part 3.
I'll continue up here and try and find a point where the track leads down to the road. Well, that was an amazing walk. It's one thing to walk through a landscape. It's another thing to experience it, and this wind has been very strong, but it's been incredible, really invigorating. That's the ridge I walked along. I'm back at that junction, and there's one delightful thing I didn't point out earlier, and that is a telephone box, which has been rechristened as a book swap. So one is able to take a book and swap it. As I don't have a book with me today, I'm just going to take one. And I had a look earlier, and I saw the Era Britain, Testament of Youth. I think I'll enjoy this one. Now I can't go home without stopping off at one more place, and that's this magnificent country house, though you can't see much of it. There's a beautiful church there, and these are the gates. Let's go and have a look. I've been trying to find a light, but I can't find a switch anywhere to turn any of the lights on. This church is called St Andrew's Church. I've come in here many times. It's full of monuments, memorials to people. And then I noticed on the font this little tree where people have hung messages. And in a way it's very much like the box at Dorsetshire Gap. People want to leave their presence somewhere in a quiet and discreet way. And particularly here, when these messages are inviting people to pray for other people. But I'm going to write my name here. The last entry was the 28th of October. And there's ancient graffiti here, people carving their name. Another way that people left their mark, their presence. And here, 1589. It's been a long walk, a long day, and I'm tired. So now it's home time.
And there he is on his way home. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Andrew. That was interesting to have a different perspective there on things that people write into books. You know, there they are writing them in the plastic box, and there they are writing it in the church. What would you call it? The visitor's book.
Yeah.
There we are, the visitor's book.
Your brain got there.
Yeah, it does get there in the end. Brilliant. Lovely to see that. I must go back to Dorset. I mean, because the last time I was in Dorset, I was there down to see Ernie, which I can't believe was over a year ago. Well, nearly a year ago.
It's quite some time, yeah.
And So, Ernie, we've got to fix up another day or another stay. Maybe the lovely Julia can come. We could find an Airbnb or something.
That would be awesome.
Which would be awesome. Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for that. Don't forget you can give us a call on 07934746790 if there's anything on your mind you want to have a chat or just a general chitwhack.
Chitwhack.
Yes.
A chitwhack.
Please ring up to have a chitwhack.
Can we not whack the chits? Because they're not all that common anymore.
What, chits?
It's a type of bird,
Is it a chit?
Songbird.
Oh, bless.
I'm sure there's a songbird called a chit.
The I Was Here book. Yes,
Yeah.
says Mr. Mocky. That's exactly it. I was here, mate. Yeah, don't forget me.
Isn't that what you called it last time?
Is that what I called it?
The I Was Here book.
I was here, but I don't remember calling it that.
Something rings bells.
So yeah, that was fantastic. The what did
Anyway,
I call
back
the
to chin chat.
Yeah, chitwhack.
Chitwhack.
Chin chat and chitwhack. We do like a good chitwhack on this show. If there's anything you can guarantee, it's plenty of chitwhacking.
Oh, apparently potatoes have chits.
Oh yes, potatoes
the
do have
eyes?
chits. Is it the eyes of March?
The eyes have it.
The eyes have it. The eyes have it. Do we want Boris to go? The eyes have it. Yes, there we go. Chinwag is, yes, thank you, John B. Exactly what I was desperately trying to say. Potatoes have chits. Remember, chit used to be a what?
I just said that. Go on.
Yes, I know. I remember chits used to be those little bits of paper that you would get like a little invoice. Or, where's the chit? Or a receipt. Here we go. We've got a phone call who's rescued us from obscurity. Hello, obscurity. Hello. Welcome to the Chitwhack.
Hello, Mr. Vobes.
Hello.
Lovely Julia.
Hello.
I just thought I'd phone up and ask the question, when is the negativity in the world going to stop?
That is a very good question. A very good question indeed.
Where is the negativity?
When is it going to stop?
When is it going to stop? I think on Monday at 6:30, but we don't know which Monday. That is the problem. We're all waiting for it.
That is the problem. You turn around, you wake up, and it's not nice seeing it. But we've got you, Richard, with a bit of laughing and joke and all, a bit of positivity in life. And I go on the other show where the Fiji podcast one too, on a Sunday night, and that's another bit of a laugh. But everything else you look at, just doom and gloom.
Certainly. I passed a graffiti on the wall in Worthing earlier today, and it said, "Life is beautiful. Don't listen to the news."
That's 100% right.
And I
didn't
should have
write
taken
that yourself, Mr. Vobes, did you?
Pardon?
You didn't write that yourself?
No, I didn't. It was Andrew Norris would love it because it was art and stuff. But I was just reading the words, and it said "Life is beautiful," and it had I think something like a lotus or something, a big flower opening up and what have you. And and then it said "Don't listen to the news," and I thought, if you listen to the news, you get such a negative outlook on life, and the news is only a very, very slim, narrow conversation. And there's so much other news which most people aren't interested in, but it's people, a child taking its first steps, or somebody sniffing a flower for the first time. There's so many wonderful things.
Michael White does make a good point though. Nothing develops without a negative.
We're sitting there on the 14th of June or July or January. I can't talk. I've got the cold. And you just don't know where you're sitting at all. You don't know what way to turn. You can't plan nothing. You can do nothing.
Well, a friend of mine once said to me, when I was really low, in my lowest point, when I was having my eye problem, and I was almost suicidal at that point. I did get to a bit of suicidalness, but I didn't actually do anything about it. But he said to me, "This will pass." And it's something that I've always remembered, that things do change, and although we think that life is really rotten at that particular moment,
Life seems jolly rotten. There's something you've forgotten, and that's the laugh and dance.
yeah, it does pass. And although things can seem grim and it goes on and on and on, it will get better. And then when you look back and you go, oh yeah, it did get better, and I can see why I was a bit upset at the time, but thank God I'm out of it now.
Nigel Sadler says, the negativity will stop when the world's press decide to stop regenerating it over and over again.
But we have the choice. We don't have to watch
That's the problem.
Yes, it is.
We could just not watch it.
Phone up to the Vobes Show instead.
Exactly.
Who tunes into the 10 o'clock news? Tune into the 8 o'clock Vobes Show with
Yes.
Richard Vobes and the lovely Julia.
Well, of course, you have put that incredibly well.
That sounds so good in the Northern Irish accent.
Yeah.
Say it again, please.
Say it again.
Tune into the Vobes Show at 8 o'clock with Richard Vobes and the lovely Julia.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. There you go.
Thank you for that.
No, that's-
I just wanted to phone up for some positivity, Richard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
no,
thank you
it's
to the lovely
it's
Julia.
lovely. It's lovely to hear your dulcet tones. We don't really get many people from over in Ireland, Northern Ireland.
6 counties of Ulster.
There you go. So it is nice, you know. We occasionally get a lot of sort of Surrey and Sussex and all of that, but it's nice to get different parts of the United Kingdom, or even different parts of the world sharing their thoughts and views.
Just see on your private chat there, you have 130 on your chat. It'd be nice to see where they're all from, Will.
Yeah, maybe people should say exactly where they're from. Where are you from? People list out where you're from. You know, you don't have to be precise. 24 Acacia Avenue, in case you're in case you're after me. Yeah, but just to it would just give us a quick landmark of where people.
Just curiosity. Are you right there? I never even thought about that.
Yeah, it would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Vobes, and the lovely Julian. I'll sit and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, you're a star. You look after yourself, and thanks for giving us a call.
Sean James Cameron
No,
says, I would love to hear him say thank you and good night.
Oh, you've got to say thank you and good night now.
Please.
Thank you and good night.
There we go. There we are.
Thank you very much.
Kept Sean happy.
God bless.
God bless
And
you.
you.
You look after yourself. Take
You
care.
look after yourselves. Thank you.
Bye.
God bless.
Hugs to
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye. There we go, all the way from Northern Ireland. And people are writing very swiftly where they're from. Where have we got places from, Julia?
Right, so hang on. Wait, can you scroll up again?
Oh, hang on, I've got to scrolly up again. I've got
Scrolling
to
up,
find the
scrolling
scrolly
up.
up a thing.
Okay. Sean James started off with London, Simon, North Wales, Lord Geoffrey Harrison, beautiful Eastbourne, All Four Down is from Sussex by the Sea. MH is from Ontario, Canada.
Sounds like you're reading the football results. Do you remember those people on a Saturday where they would go, Arsenal 5, Parkett Rangers 4, so-and-so said 3, Man United 9.
Ed Loud's from London, Greenwich to be precise, he says. Andrew Norris, obviously Croatia. Such a shocker. Rachel is in Bournemouth, Dorset. Tangle is in Hastings via Dublin. Joanna Jones is not saying that. South East London specifically, Sean James Cameron says. Got another West Sussex, Hailsham, East Sussex is Kerry Baldwin. Crowborough, Newport, South Wales. Southport, Hexham, Northumberland. Radstock, Somerset, another West Sussex. Romney in Kent, East Grinstead. Kent, Polegate, East Sussex.
Oop, it slipped down a bit then.
It's Milton Keynes?
Milton Keynes. Now, Milton Keynes used to be Milton Keynes. Unfortunately, there's been a volcano.
Yeah, it's now all melted.
It's now molten.
Hello from Massachusetts, says Sherry Allen. More in people East Grinstead. But now
Tim from
living in
California says, I've been enjoying the Board Explorer for a couple of years. Great, upbeat, positive stuff. Thank you, Tim.
Fantastic. So we've got Croydon and California. Tim from California.
We've got Martin in Oswestry in North Shropshire. I've been to Oswestry.
Adrian, sorry.
So go on.
Adrian Broughton in Penrith, Australia.
Oh, blimey.
Near Pevensey Castle is Station Master Choice.
Val Pagnell
Yeah.
is saying,
Hawaii!
I'm 3 miles from you.
Oh,
Oh,
3 miles from us?
Yes.
Oh, the same distance as my house.
Whereas Brainwashed Chris is in the International Space Station. We better wait. Hiya, Brainwashed!
Oh, that would be cool.
Flying overhead.
Yeah. Oh, it skipped again.
Oh, sorry about that.
You for what now? Did it say?
I don't know. Hang on, I've got to move it. Sometimes it moves up.
You know any more? Is in Hawaii.
Oh, you know any more in Hawaii? Do
Spain?
they wear a grass skirt when they watch the show? I hope they're. I can't do that. What's that typical Hawaiian music that you get? Is that so? Every time you cut to a Hawaiian scene, there'll be a girl in a grass skirt, and then you get that sort of Hawaiian.
The ukulele is the Hawaiian, isn't it? Is it Hawaiian?
I'm not quite. I don't know. Who knows?
I think it is.
South Shropshire. Goodness gracious, this is interesting. Womble in Wimbledon, Norfolk in Norwich, or Norwich in Norfolk. Even there's different ways round. And John Foster says, I'm in West Cork. West Cork. You should ring in, John. It would be lovely to hear. Are you? Is West Cork one of those atarl? I've never heard a thing in my life. Is it one of them?
A bit like that.
Is it a bit like that? This is the Acme School of Acting here, of accent. Atarl. I've never in my entire life heard an accent as terrible as that one, Mr. Vobes. Really, you haven't heard from me then, have you? Farmer Piles down here, know what I mean? I don't know what that was.
No, neither do I. Guy Chambers says, I'm from next door. I'm your neighbours. Keep the noise down.
Oh, yes. So sorry about that. I know his name next door. That's not his name. Chow, I spent most of my time in...
Kai.
Kai. Oh, yes, I beg your pardon. Mike Stevens, most of my time in Aldridge. And Maidenhill Motorsport in Cumbria. Hey, there's people coming out of the woodwork, people that we didn't even know were watching, which is fantastic. So there we go. Look at that. People suddenly go, wait a minute, I've got to tell you where I am. And Joe Bygorn says, Vobes Show, Joe and Ian here from Selby and Hull.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow, blimey. How marvellous. Thank you so much for that. That's very entertaining.
That was funny.
Ottershaw.
Not funny.
Ottershaw. Is Ottershaw, Andy Mack, Ottershaw, isn't that where in H.G. Wells is the Martian invasion, Ottershaw? Am I thinking the right place? Ottershaw.
I have no
Seems up near Woking. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong place.
What about Woking? What about sleeping?
Sleep? Are you asleep?
No, not
No. Marvellous. I don't read the news or watch any kind of news. Says Maggie Sapp. When you said I don't read the news, I thought for a moment you were a TV presenter again. Good evening. And here is the news. Terrible disasters has happened here, and dreadful things have happened over there. Over there, something awful is about to happen, and this bloke's about to be evicted from his house at number 10. Something awful is going to happen if we don't get on to the next video. Sally Trainspotter.
Salty.
Sorry, the salty.
Well, that's been a while.
Yes, I know. Tomorrow I'll be in Fittleworth, ringing a court appeal. Blimey.
Nice.
That's very nice.
That has an appeal.
It does. I shall be in my kitchen. What's a kitchen? A kitchen with an apple, appealing it tomorrow.
Apparently, Aj Cutler sang a lovely Hawaiian song, Aloha 7 Beach. Actually, there was a very Hawaiian-y song that I would have maybe possibly played on the show. But,
how does it go?
It's that lava one.
Oh, yeah. I thought you did play that on the show.
No, I don't think I did. I practiced it for a while.
What, the Over the Rainbow thing?
No, that... Oh, yeah, that was quite Hawaiian too, because it was in Israel. Kamako... Oh, crap.
Kawaka.
I can't say his name again, unless I'm reading it.
Oh, Kawaka Waka Naka Nika.
No,
Nika Naka Noka Naka.
Kameka Viva Ole. Something like that.
Kameka Viva Ole! Right, time to go to another video. What have we done so far? We've done me and Mr. Norris, haven't we? We've got a toss-up now between good old Lynn B. She's been out and about making some more videos. We'll come back to that in a minute because it was somebody's birthday fairly recently and he went up to the British Museum. Was it the British Museum or the one of the museums up there? It might have been the Natural History. It was the British Museum, I presume, because he's going to have a look at a Roman horse, which I know will very much excite the lovely Julia. So let's cross over to Nigel Sadler. Where are you, Nigel? Here he is. And I think it's the British Museum.
Hello everyone. I recently went up to the British Museum for my birthday. And in the central court, there's a fabulous marble statue of a youth on a horseback, dating back to the 1st century Rome. So it's 2,000 years old. And doesn't it look magnificent? Look at the quality of the craftsmanship making that horse look so realistic, all the sinews and muscles and everything. It's fantastic. It was restored in the 16th century, and you can see little small details like the tips of toes and sandals and things have been repaired, because clearly it was in such a magnificent state when it was discovered in Rome. Right, hope you all enjoyed that. Happy New Year, everyone.
And a Happy New Year to you, Nigel Sadler, from Tonbridge. That was fascinating to see that. And it's funny when you say, it was discovered. You just think, what, in someone's loft or something? I mean, where did they discover a marvel like that? Or is it just sort of...
Probably under the ground.
What was it doing under the ground?
It got buried over a couple of thousand years of... or underneath ash.
Oh, I see. You'd think the Romans thought, "Hey, Mario, here, come on now. Let us I can't get into an Italian accent. Hey, Mario.
That's a shame.
Let's dig. We got to dig this to hide the horse.
John Foster says, "No, Richard, I sound nothing like your impression. I was educated in central London. Can't understand a word my neighbours utter."
Ah, do they speak like that? Are all your neighbours at all? Anything like that at all? Hello there, John, over there with your London accent. You have been so well educated, whereas we poor little people down here with the little tiny little people. Hello there, little person. Who are you?
I am the tax man.
Oh, off you go, little person, and tax somebody else, not me. I find it very taxing. Anyway, I don't know what happened to me there. Flights of fancy there. To be sure, says John B.
Michael White says it was in reference to the statue.
Yes.
It was probably roaming around.
Ah, yes. Roaming around, minding its business, not knowing where it's going. Like me most of the time.
Yeah.
So many
and that
actors,
random song,
says John B tonight. Yes, a lack of meaning, says Romans. Yes, the Romans. Weren't they Romans Italian? If they were Italian, they must have had this is how the Romans spoke. Surely they had an Italian accent. Oh, hello. Somebody on the phone.
That's a modern Italian accent.
Yes. What do you mean? There's an ancient Italian accent?
There would have been.
It would have been. Good evening. Welcome to the show.
FAB.
FAB. Thunderbirds are go. And how the devil are you, young Fabian?
Not too bad. I just wanted to mention my sister was not the CEO, but she was the deputy director of the British Museum for the last 13 years.
Wow, that's a very big and important job to do.
She was actually the one who saved the Iraqi museums stuff when George Bush went into war with.
She saved what all the Iraqi historical goods so that they didn't get blown up.
Well, she was on the diplomatic front. She was the one doing the telephoning around and getting the US to listen seriously to the historical element of what's going on, and because of the enormity of the collections in Baghdad and the cultural well, there was just a huge amount of devastation and people basically having no respect and just basically like, for instance, you got the ISIS doing the damage to the Great Wall of that massive like kind of Egyptian kind of a cliff sculpture thing that was defaced and badly damaged, and so it was continuing like in that kind of way with the galleries in Baghdad. So yeah, that was basically
That was a tough job.
really.
That is a tough job. And now listen, Michael White says, tell your sister Fabian to put all the Japanese swords back on display, because apparently the Japanese gallery is now awful since they've taken the swords down. I didn't know they had swords on display. Are these the sort of hairy-carry swords?
It'd have been samurai swords.
I wish I could, but my sister has recently retired, so she's now no more working there.
Oh, that's a shame. She when she retires, from the British Museum, when you work for a company for 30 years, man and boy, and they give you one of these old carriage clocks as a thing to go away with, as a sort of. What do they do at the? Do they give you a bit of the Elgin marbles or something? So you've worked here for a very long time, and go on, have an Elgin marble. You can play in the playground with your friends and roll it along.
I think there's a lot of kind of misinterpretation, misunderstanding, and blatant politicizing of anything that is being seen as being stolen when it was actually purchased, and secondly, when they were also perceived by the rest of the world as we took it, when it's actually, in a way, we are more of a custodian for humanity in a bigger way of perceiving the huge amount of sculptures, the art.
So are you saying that then some of the stuff has been purchased, but we pretend, or other people pretend that they were stolen, but actually when they were digging them out of the ground and we're going, oh, look, we found this golden hind here. This is a very nice golden hind. I don't know, the hind of somebody, but and the farmer comes up and says, "Here, you're on my land here, you beggar," in say, I don't know, a Japanese accent from somewhere, and they say, "Oh, is it yours? Anything you find on here is mine." So he said, how about a £5? Will that cover it? Oh, that's very kind. Yeah, thanks very much. And then they go off. They've paid the farmer. Do they then say, oh, well, we've kept it, but actually to find out that it's actually worth millions?
Well, there is this kind of a situation with metal detectorists who are amateurs, and they by law have to give notification to the police. The police give notifications to whatever gallery if it just happens to be of interest to the British Museum or other gallery museums that deal with specialist finds. Then that would be like the Roman coins in Norfolk. I think that's where they were found, and so they're now on show in the British Museum as we speak. But
I mean, they're going to be looked after in the British Museum far better, one would think, than anywhere else, because you've got specialists.
Yeah. Well, as we're custodians or people who are working at the museum are basically custodians for the nation and for the other countries that may have not the professionalism, the actual education, and just the fabric of knowing more than most.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
and do you think a lot of the custodians, they work for birds, don't they?
Well, if you're looking for the good old flying off their perch, No.
I mean birds. I'm talking about custard. The custodians, they work for birds. Birds make or ambrosia. That apparently they make good custard as well.
You're appalling.
Yes, I know.
You're bloody appalling.
Yeah, of course I'm appalling. But it's all good fun. Listen,
where did you drag him from, Julia? Where did you drag him from?
I don't know, but if I could remember, I'd put him back.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's Pandora's box.
Yes, that's the one. Pandora's box. I wonder if the British Museum has got Pandora's box. They must have got it in a drawer somewhere. I'd like to go there and these sort of mythological things. Is there? Never was a Pandora's box, was there? Is that a real thing, or is that just a metaphor?
No, well, if it was used brilliantly by the likes of Adrian Mole, now wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Because did he ever? I never read the Adrian Mole stories.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Oh, excellent. Well, good
recommendation.
Listen, Fabian, we're going to have to go because we've got one more video to fit in before we end, and we're creeping up to the thing. But thank you for that. And, I hope your sister has a fantastic retirement.
Well, she lives around the corner from the likes of Savannah Fines and also Stephen Polikoff, incidentally.
Oh, well, I understand that Stephen Polikoff
which I just recently learned this morning, which shocked me when I telephoned her, and she said, your favourite playwright, Fabian, actually lives around the corner from us. And I turned around and said, what?
What?
All the surprising elements in Hammersmith come...
you should send her around. Send her around with a.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, excuse me. Have you got any sugar? Only we've run out. And by the way, you couldn't quickly just knock up a play, could you? For my brother's very interested. Listen, we better go.
And listen, I'll catch up with you soon. All right. Take care and have a lovely evening.
You too. Take care. All the best, Fabian. Thanks for calling in.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.
There we are, that's FAB giving us the Thunderbirds Are Go and interesting stuff about the British Museum there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we've only got one more video to go and then we're out of here. So, what? Yep, nip, cozy. So here it is. Lynn B has been encouraged, she said to me. I've been encouraged by all her lovely positive thoughts to make more videos. And she has. There's no letting up now. Fantastic. Lovely to get them, Lynn. This one is on the beach at sunrise. Thank you for watching. There you go.
Wonderful.
How about that? Ah, smashing.
Lovely sights there.
Lovely sights. Beautiful to be up at that time when the sun rises, isn't it? I mean, my goodness, you've got to get up really early, about 10 in the afternoon these days. No, but the sun is getting up slowly, earlier and earlier, earlier and earlier, isn't it? Because
staying longer and longer, just ever so gently.
Yes, exactly. And of course, if you've got a dog, that's something you have to do quite a lot of, I imagine. Anyway, that's us done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thanks to Lynn B.
Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
Are you done?
I don't know why I pretended to stick a fork in my head.
Yes, in your foreheads.
My forehead.
Andrew Sadler for the Roman Horseman. Andrew Norris for his travels in Dorset. And to that bloke Vobes who's on the beach, just as a sort of a fill, which was marvellous. Thanks to everybody out there. Judith, who's been moderating. Julia, who's been also moderating from here, checking things over. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, that's quite all right. It's all right, don't you know? It wouldn't be the same. It's nice to have you in on a Friday as well.
It's nice to be in on a Friday.
Because it's a different day, isn't it, for you?
Yes.
Yes, I know, because, normally it's a Monday and a Wednesday.
Yep.
but due to complicated reasons,
Yeah,
it's now Monday and a
family
Friday.
complications. Yeah.
Is it going to be a Monday and a Friday in the future?
For a while. In the future.
For a while,
if that's all right. Because I used to do Mondays and Fridays, and then
Yeah.
I switched Fridays to Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And to suit babysitting things. And now I'm, back to Friday.
There you are. See? Marvellous. Monday, you'll be back then?
Yes.
Yes. And Tuesday...
If I'm allowed.
Yeah, please do. Otherwise the seat will be
I don't
empty.
have to, you know.
No, please come in. There's, the big cheque will be waiting there for you. That £250,000 cheque, that check shirt. Ricky will be here on Tuesday.
Wonderful.
So that's
Ricky
that's
D.
another guest on there. Dan is very keen to come back. So
Excellent.
We're going to get him back at some point.
You didn't put him off then?
No, I don't think so.
Well done.
Yeah, I do my best, but they just keep coming. So there we are. That's it. Have a great weekend, whatever you're up to. Enjoy yourself. Tomorrow on the Bald Explorer channel, I'm back on the Sussex Border Walk. Ho ho! It's going to make people happy. No more of me sitting at home twiddling my thumbs talking about what's on my shelf. No. And like Alan Sandell, I haven't had to go to the chemist to get anything for that dreadful itch down where you know is. So I'm out on the Sussex Border Path. So check that out from 7ish tomorrow on the Bald Explorer channel. But that's it from the lovely Julia. Look after yourself.
Just a quick one. It's lovely to see your name pop up again, Tamara Carter. You don't often pop up, but it's nice to see you still there.
Yeah, thank you so much for popping up.
And Nigel, no, the roller disco nearest me, stopped because of the leisure centre didn't want us there anymore. And blah. Anyways.
Yeah, I gave him a ring and I said, you don't want the likes of them turning up for their sake, ruining the place. It's a nightmare. Oh, dear. Anyway.
Right, anyways, lovely to spend the evening with you guys.
Yes, thank you so much. It's all very good.
And gals.
And girls. Look after yourselves. Tutty bye. And from Julia and I, arrivederci.
Ciao for now.
Bye.